Hi, Pisces. Welcome to your reading. Just let me fix my volume. There we go. Welcome to your reading for October 2018, which is 2 weeks late. And again, I apologize. um, some things were just completely out of my hands, and I just had to follow the energy. But I'm not going to do this for November. I'm going to make sure everyone's on time for November because it drives me crazy. Because I know you're looking forward to it. So, I am going to try my very, very best to make this the last month that I am late. Period. Yeah. Okay, guys. So this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Those intuitively guided. You may be in love with a Pisces, or just love a Pisces. It could be a family member. So you may be cross-watching. I do ask you that, use your common sense, go with the flow. Don't try to make anything fit. It won't serve you that way. And trust your intuition. If, let's say, a message is like really, you're really feeling it, but it doesn't seem to relate to you at that time, but your intuition might be telling you otherwise. This could certainly be something, energy that's yet to come yet. So you're feeling that. Trust your intuition, okay? Definitely trust your intuition. These are intuitive reads, so we should really all do that. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and start with the Tibetan singing bowl, our symbol to our guides that we're ready to begin the reading. My guides have been ready forever. It's been me, so we are ready. And just allow the vibration of the bowl to just take you away. I'm moving it to different locations till I find that perfect spot. I'm going to try it here. All right, guys, let's go. Wow. Okay, that was long. I know you probably didn't hear the majority of it. But it's a strange tone because at the end I couldn't tell if it was my ear ringing or the bowl, but it was the bowl. But wow, I just love this. I've had a lot of people ask me where you can purchase a Tibetan singing bowl, and they're everywhere. This was gifted to me from one of our beautiful subscribers, and I'm trying to think where she got it, and of course I forgot again. But yeah, they are everywhere because I am going to be adding to my collection, I hope. I haven't really begun looking, but I do want to add more bowls. And I do know that, you play it this way. It's just a little difficult just to use at the beginning of the reading. Simply our symbol that we're ready to begin. So yeah, keep your eyes open. This is what's called a hammered bowl. It just means literally looks like it's, like a hammered bowl. Beautiful tone. Okay. Pisces, what's going on? October. Two 2018. Today is my beautiful sister's birthday, Tracy. She's in heaven. So happy birthday to Tracy. And I say that because I feel like she is always, always in my readings. She's definitely a source of inspiration and has really opened up since she passed. She passed in 2015, September. But it's been like a whole different, what's the word? Just new information coming in. Um, so yeah, I miss her like crazy, but I literally feel like she's with me all the time. I really do. Okay. All right, guys, so we just want to calm our minds. Take some deep breaths. Just relax. Let's begin. Bring this down a little bit. Okay, let's see what we got. We have the King of Pentacles, possible Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Let's see what he's doing here. Well, let's get all your cards out. Oh, jeez. Excuse me, 1 second. We have the Nine of Cups. And I just had some cards fall. And I'm saying fall because it was me. It was my accent. So excuse me 1 second. I'm going to look at them. And we're going to put them back. I really didn't even feel them. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles and we have the Nine of Cups. We have the King of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Two of Wands. I'm not surprised to see the Two of Wands because I do feel, before we get into the whole read or the clarifiers, I do feel like this King of Pentacles, I feel like this king is attached to this Nine of Cups. I feel like this king is, especially with the Knight of Cups following that. So this king is feeling something within their heart center, a realization over you, but it is attached to worry at the same time. So I feel like this king is, really feeling his or her internal feelings. How do I want to say this? I feel like this king, I kind of feel like he's been through the ringer and back. I don't know why, especially when he's sitting next to the Nine of Cups, but I do feel like that. I feel like this king has also been in a lot of mental energy. I do feel so for you. And it may be in the fact of wanting to move forward with you, but there's fear attached. Clearly, there's fear attached to it, but I don't think that's going to stop them. This fear could also be, it feels like more in how will you respond? Look at this. We have the Two of Cups under the Nine of Cups. We have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, possibly. And our last card is the Six of Swords. Now, in my readings, unless I feel otherwise, when I look at a king or a queen, I associate, and my guides know this, so I really feel my cards are directed, but definitely, through my thought process, I feel like the guides meet that requirement. Okay, so what am I saying? So when I see a king or a queen, I often think that we're talking about someone around your age. Okay, so it's not a major age difference. When I see a knight, if it is the energy of a person, it can certainly be someone who's younger than you. This Knight of Cups, I feel this Knight is about something that's coming in, though. I don't feel like that is a person. This King of the Wands and the King of Pentacles, I definitely feel. We're starting to get a little bit of synchronicity here. I'm noticing the 9 and the 9, the King and the King, 2, 2. It is literally like someone had to go through the Hierophant, had to gain spiritual knowledge, not just about you, but also about them, about themselves. Um, this king was seeking answers, for sure. And Pisces, I kind of feel like this is a surprise to you, not as in the person. Like, I feel like the majority of you know exactly who I'm talking about right now. And by the way, it does not have to be Earth, though I do kind of feel it here. I kind of feel like whoever is showing the way they were meant to. So, anyways, it feels like this King of Pentacles had to go through the Hierophant, had to go through the High Priestess, didn't have to, but this was his path of understanding. This is someone who I feel, Pisces, you know that they love you. Definitely feel that. I feel like you know that they love you. Um, Perhaps you even feel this person is a soulmate. This person may not have recognized that in the past, and that's exactly why they had to go through the Hierophant. So they were looking for this higher understanding, right? A higher knowledge. What I mean by that is not so much like the 3D, but like, what is this that I keep feeling? Why is it I can't stop thinking about someone? And through their own seeking, it feels like their spirituality has climbed, has increased. And it also feels like this king is manifesting. So instead of you manifesting this person, it's like this person is trying to manifest you. I do feel like back in your life, well, I kind of feel that way. This could be someone you met and You know, because at this point, I'm not feeling like we have extensive history together. Doesn't mean you haven't, but at this point, really the energy right now is more about, do I move forward? Can I move forward? And I don't know, Pisces, I just feel like you're going to be a little bit surprised. Um, and I don't feel like you're surprised that, you know, they may come in and say, I do recognize now that you are my soulmate. Hmm. I was going to say, and this may be for a very small amount, but this could be your third time around for some of you with this person. And it's so weird because I'm not sure if it was Aquarius, maybe it was Earth, where I feel like I said those exact words. It was the third time around. I do feel like this person is going to approach you much differently than they have in the past. You know, it's like they know that you carry worry, I guess. You carry memories that may not be the best. Um, for a few of you, it feels like you may be making a move. Hmm, we're going to bring up the clarifiers too. Um, and start breaking this down right away. I just feel like it'll save all of us a lot of time. But we'll see. I just want to get more in depth with this King of Pentacles. Do one more shuffle. Now we have the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. So I know that King has gone through, you know what it feels like? Almost like, not different, like, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like different spiritual teachers. Because I'm kind of feeling like, you know, you go to school, you start in kindergarten, and the graduation to first grade and second grade. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. There's been a graduation. There's been, you know, it's like the test. Taking that test, King feels like King passed that test and now is moving, you know, almost from 3D to 4D to 5D. That type of energy. All right, let's just get right into it. Break this baby down. We're going to start at the King. And again, it can be female in a general read. You know, if you are female but you carry a lot of masculine energy, you can certainly show up as a king. and vice versa. All right, King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. What's he doing here? What's he want? What's he trying to tell us? King of Pentacles. I feel for some of you, this King of Pentacles is someone who is well known. I even feel well off, like financially doing pretty well. Definitely when it relates to career, this King definitely feels on track and feels successful. This could be future energy I'm feeling with this King. I kind of feel it right now. Wow, I have the Ten of Swords and the Devil, card of Capricorn. And I have the King of Cups. So yeah, for some of you, this is definitely someone from your past. It definitely feels like this person has made a major change within them. Hence the Hierophant, hence the High Priestess. The seeking of knowledge, higher wisdom though. You know, not really 3D. I feel like for this King, and I feel like this is just their opinion, but it felt to them that even, you know, because I do feel like this person loves you. I definitely feel like this person loves you. But in the same breath, I feel like this person probably said to himself, it'd be easier not to love you. It'd be easier just to forget, but they can't. They can't. I do feel at one time they wanted to, um, but they can't. You know, especially because I know this is soulmate energy here. And it is like the King of Pentacles went through a life lesson, a life challenge. But I do feel like he graduated. You know, with the Devil here, and yes, this is Capricorn, and it could certainly be Capricorn, but I'm just not feeling that right now. I'm feeling more, especially because it's next to Ten of Swords, I'm feeling more, this is the way, you know, someone used to be, or the two of you, you know, what do I mean by that? I mean the energy, perhaps the last time you were together, seemed to turn negative. Um, Somebody not operating 100% from their heart, could be both. Definitely the King. Communication seems to have gone haywire. This feels like the very last time. And I want to say that you were together because I do know for some of you, you were together. And perhaps 3 different times. But I also feel like they, and perhaps you, have really dealt with a lot of things in the past. A lot of things that, you know, that were a negative influence that seem to have stuck, right? What do I mean by that? Give me an explanation. So, you know, this is just a pretty generic example, but like, you know, being a child and your parents go through a divorce. being a child, and perhaps you have one parent who doesn't give you attention. That's the energy I'm talking about. Something that we absorbed and then carried with us through life. I definitely feel like this king had, maybe he didn't have a choice. Yeah, did have a choice. Because it was this gnawing effect on him, not like, or her, um, of not being able to get you out of their head. And I want to say also that I feel like for those I'm talking to right now, I feel like what I'm saying to you is somewhat of a surprise. And what I mean by that is, I feel, for those I'm talking to, I feel like you know who this king is, right? And as I say about them coming forward, going through the Hierophant, going through the High Priestess, you may say to yourself, well, that can't be who I'm thinking of. They wouldn't do that. Well, you're right. This king would not have done that before. This king wants to manifest you into his life, period. And there is, listen, this king went through some life lessons so that they could have growth. I again don't think that it's almost like they did not have a choice. They were seeking more knowledge. You may have, and this, I want you to always remember, this could certainly be happening to you, or it could be you. And we're talking about, you being the King of Pentacles. Anyway, I feel like the lessons that this king just went through is now allowing him giving him the energy of this King of Wands, of moving forward, moving on his actions, even though, yes, there's a little fear in there. It's the fear of rejection. It's the fear of a final no, something like that. But he's moving beyond that. He's moving through the fear. And these life lessons that he went through, the one thing I can tell you that he learned is how to have a more giving and loving heart. Part of me wants to say twin flame, but I really can't say that yet. Though I'm starting to feel it just a little bit. But it'll come up. It'll come up. All right, let's go to the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. I am kind of feeling the celebration around this, whether it just be the two of you celebrating or family members, like happy about this reunion, at least on the king's side. So I do feel like there's people in his life that absolutely would love to see this come together. I have the King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Sorry about that. Oh, I should cut that. I feel this King of Swords is also the King of Pentacles. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Well, okay. I feel this King of Swords is also the energy of the King of Pentacles. I feel like this King of Swords is about being one's authentic self, knowing one's own truth, and not just knowing it, but like finding it, just like this King of Pentacles was doing, searching, right? Finding the answers, so to speak, feeling sure, like definitely feeling sure. We also have the Sun, card of Leo. This is the card of rebirth. This is the card of illumination. And I definitely feel that touching the King of Swords, this is illumination over who I am. Not just in the 3D, not just in my human body, but who am I spiritually? What is my life about? Receiving the answers to the questions. I feel like this is putting a real, a real gun-ho type of attitude within them. And again, it's making sense to me why the King of Pentacles showed up. Whether this is Earth or not, it does feel like someone who maybe was not so expressive, right? Maybe didn't quite let you know where the two of you stood. Did this person love me with all their heart? I kind of feel like you weren't sure. And, I feel like it was more in the personality of the person. So this person may have had a hard time expressing themselves. And I feel like it's only when it has to do with love, because I feel like this person can express themselves about everything else. But when it comes to their own emotions, forget it. So, especially if this is someone you've been waiting for, hoping to return, um, any of those scenarios, I just want you to know that, if there's been time in between, well, this king's been busy internally. Okay, so we have the Sun, and look at that, we have the Princess of Cups. Pisces, somebody definitely is moving towards you. When I see the Princess of Cups, I know, especially I have the Knight of Cups right here, I know that love is coming towards you. I know that it will feel somewhat unexpected. Um, I feel good about this. Like, I don't feel like, I know that this person's worried about coming in. I know that, right? But mainly over, like, they have their own clarity now. It doesn't mean they can make you see their point of view. And they know that. This person is about to get really proactive. And the shock comes from their proactivity, just not what you expect. And of course, with the Sun here, I have to say, for some of you, this could have been, you could have known this person forever. You could have known this person forever. Doesn't mean you had to been dating forever. But I just feel like, with this person, someone's from your hometown, you went to school with them, there's definitely connection here. Some of you may have been waiting since you were a teenager. And I have to say, one of the things that sent this king on this search was because you weren't there. It started from them missing you. It started from them, even if they didn't want to, not being able to get you out of their head. And I don't know, Pisces, it's like the universe is just stepping in for you, orchestrating this, and all you have to do is wait patiently. Even though I don't feel like you need a lot of patience here. Um, I don't know. That's all I feel like. I definitely feel like Pisces, the love is coming to you, okay? And I do mean in your 3D world. So even if this turns out to be talking about twins, this is about a 3D connection. This is a tangible connection. All right, let's keep going. I must feel like I got two different readings going on here. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to look at the twos, two of wands, two of cups. I raise you up. No, I can't sing that. I raise you up. I'm thinking Josh Groban. I raise you up. I don't know if that's the name of the song, but I'm just like I hear it in my head right now. And when I hear a song in my head while we are recording, um, it's connected in some way. Excuse me, carbon flying. I have the King of Wands again. King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I kind of feel like this King of Wands and this King of Wands is the same. What I feel here with this King of Wands is this is a king that is sitting back, um, thinking, thinking, which is not really the Wands characteristic, but definitely sitting there thinking about, well, life. Oh my gosh, look at this. Ace of Cups. I'm not sure everything that this king has gone through within their spirituality, but it just feels tremendous. I'm definitely feeling, because I feel like this king had a conversation with himself. If I move forward, right? If I move forward to Pisces, which is everything I want to do, right? But again, that old mindset of, I all of a sudden I felt like someone thinking that you would come to them. Hmm. Someone who was in their ego, definitely was in their ego about face them. Because I feel like this Ace of Cups is now about how they can love you. How are they going to love you? Are they able to give you the unconditional love that you deserve? And again, they are now putting you on this pedestal. I also feel like the Ace of Cups is, like directly from heaven. It is this king's response back. It is an answer to his question. I'm going to keep those cards up and I'm going to move right into the Two of Cups. Because these energies are meant to be together, I can tell. What I'm feeling right now for some of you, and I know this is kind of off topic of where we were, but, the message has come in. I feel like for some of you, this King of Pentacles is someone who has passed on, someone that you love, definitely, a husband or a wife. I feel it so clearly. I feel what this reading is about for you is the energy of it. It is, it's almost like your husband or your wife sending you these feelings that it's okay to move on, and not just is it just okay, it is what they want. It is what's expected. There are no, okay, I shouldn't have said what's expected because I'm feeling like there are no expectations. Sitting in heaven, pouring their love down for you, right? This unconditional love. Now, feeling it. So, it's not that you haven't felt it all along, but there's something special within it. You're feeling a different type of energy. This energy is available to you to help you, and I know this is hard. It is all about you falling in love again, about bringing this type of love back into your life again. And it's funny because I feel like you need to know that your husband or your wife, there is zero judgment. There is, it's like we may think, oh, it's not right. I loved my husband, yet he passed, right? But I loved him. I cannot be with another man. I cannot dishonor him, something like that. But on the other side of that, it's completely the opposite. There are zero expectations on you to only love your husband or your wife. That love will never die, and I feel like this is a great time to really quiet your mind and allow yourself to absorb these feelings, allow yourself to absorb the energy. It can be something that comes to you in dreams. I definitely feel like in some way you're going to feel this message like I do. Okay, so, and I also feel whether you want it or not, somebody is being sent into you and for you, whether you want it or not. So it's not something you ask for, it's something that's given. It's given because, number one, you deserve it. Number two, it's just part of destiny. And number three, it is to help ease someone's sadness. Someone who feels like they may have, I don't want to say you gave up on life, but you gave up on love. And the ones I'm talking to right now are directly related to losing a husband or wife, okay? I am feeling more male energy, but I feel like that's because there's a lot of king energy around me. Okay, let's keep moving. I just feel like restrictions are being lifted. Blocks are being lifted. And I do feel a lot of this energy is something's going to surprise you. Maybe not after this, but I still think it'll surprise you. There's that High Priestess. It is like this information for you, about you, I should say, is coming from the highest source. Listen, there's somebody here who has a real understanding. I'm not even kidding. And I do feel it's kind of like night and day. This is someone who lived completely in a 3D world, who is now looking into spirituality and is being guided. This is definitely soulmate energy. Again, it could be twin flame. But this is, because I feel like this is already written. And part of this journey was for the king to come to where they're at right now. I'm just going to throw this out there. It's going to stick to someone, but I feel like for some of you, this king, probably maybe for one of you, there's something about wrestling. Whether they're a wrestling fan, whether they wrestled, but you'll know this, okay? There's something about wrestling, and I feel like that is, I'm merely meant to say that to help someone clarify if I'm talking to you, okay? Wrestling. So they either love wrestling, loved wrestling, or they wrestle themselves. Okay, one more. When you see the Ace of Cups, this really is a symbol of God handing this cup to you. It's this love, this unconditional love, which is always flowing, right? This is unconditional love. But this is, it feels like a gift. It's not a gift. It feels like a gift. We're moving into a time when many of us are learning about our heart center. Many of us moving out of that ego-based energy. And again, moving more into our heart center. Awakenings. I don't for one second think that this King of Pentacles had an easy time here. I absolutely don't. But at this point now, this person has clarity. And I mean, I feel so certain, like I am the King of Pentacles, and I have zero doubt where I want to take my love, who I want to be with. I do feel like the rest of my life. It is that type of energy, right? This isn't about coming in and dating. It may start that way, but this person has the absolute intention of you being their forever person, and hopefully vice versa. I feel like their intentions are pure. I don't know, I'm kind of stuck on this, right? But it's like the reading won't let me move on yet. So I'm not going to fight it. Okay, well, that's a lot of cards, but we're going to take them. They're all face up. Okay, much more than I thought. All right, look at that. We have the 9 of Cups. Again. We have the Queen of Cups. Beautiful. We have the 10 of Cups. Wow. So just in this block, we've had the 9 of Cups and the 2 of Cups and the 10 of Cups, the Ace of Cups. We have the 2 of Wands again. Synchronicities, my friend. Synchronicities. And we have the 8 of Swords. I'm not surprised to see this at all because I kind of feel like this is you within this 8 of Swords energy. What do I mean by that? I mean that I feel like you're going to welcome this person, but I'm not going to say that there is no fear attached. I don't feel like there's fear attached to them anymore. The only thing that maybe is a little fearful is, can they show you how they change? Will you give them that opportunity? That, of course, is up to you, right? You certainly don't have to. But I do kind of feel like that. Like, give me the opportunity to show you my way, to show you how I've changed. And it's not even about that. It's like they're becoming optimistic. They are picturing your lives together. They are imagining it. And are they manifesting it? I kind of think so. And I feel like this is your energy, Pisces. I feel like this is, I feel like this is more fear-based right now. I'm not, I do feel like they're going to have to sway you. But at the same time, I feel like once you even just say, you know what, I'm going to give you the opportunity, but we're not moving quickly. That's good enough. Good enough. So it's like getting over that initial hump. They're on board with whatever it's going to take. To a point, of course. I mean, unless you, well, I don't know. I feel like even if, like, unless you scream at them, tell them to get the hell out of here. But yet at the same time, I don't feel like even that would be enough. They may retreat for that period, but they will be back. This person will do what it takes. Through the 2 of Wands with the 8 of Swords. Two of Wands, I often feel, is the energy of saying yes to things that are about to change my life. Starting on a new path, a new journey within my life. Again, doesn't mean that everything in my life has to change, but there's something dramatic, something, of course, it's got to be with love. That's what we're on right now. I feel like why they have come together is because of someone's fear to move forward. It's almost like if I don't, like, I need to know, I want to know what's going to happen. I want to know what's going to happen ahead of me. But I feel like the energy is like, it's not about down the road. It's about this moment. It's about every moment, not 10 years down the line. I'm sure part of this is, are you serious about this, I was going to say commitment. I know they are. And I know the work has been done here. And by the way, again, I don't feel like this is something that initially they they sought out after for themselves, it had everything to do with you and why they just can't get you off their mind. That was the stepping stone. I feel like we have to let go of being able to control how things show up and how things will be, and instead take on the energy, just try to be as like find the silver lining in everything, find the joy attached, because this fear is of the past. You can state that I'm fearful about moving forward because I don't want to repeat the past, but the energy you're carrying is from the past. It doesn't really have a place within your future unless you choose to carry it forward. I'm looking at this and thinking, I hope it's not piggybacking off this energy, because that means I'm moving this energy forward with me, and it's not what you want. This has the promise of the Ten of Cups. Again, Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is an independent energy. Nine of Cups to me is beginning to feel like I'm living a life of my dreams now. Understanding that I can manifest the life of my dreams also. Independent energy, but wanting to go into the Ten of Cups. I love that they came out as the same in the same spot. And what is in between these two? Queen of Cups. Certainly feels like your energy, because I feel like this Queen of Cups is about being able to, again, set down the burdens of the past. Okay, this is what I'm feeling. You will have the ability, even if you don't think it right now. It's much like what this king was feeling much earlier, and how spirit came to them and helped direct them. Feels the same thing here. So I feel like within your intuition, you feel this person. Within your intuition, if you would really allow it to take over and not the fear factor, you're going to know. You're going to have the same clarity that the king did. I feel the Queen of Cups is about having your heart wide open. And I have to say, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happened in your past. This is about today, the present, and moving forward. Just think of the event that's also happening, right? All these energy waves, how it's moving us, right? Into the 3D, into the 4D. So we have spirituality playing a major role in our lives right now. We got to understand that that can completely change us. I just feel like the Queen is saying, I'm not going to worry about the crap in my past anymore. I'm starting today with an open heart, and I'm going to allow this energy in. I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to allow it in. And it does feel like you kind of have to make a decision there. But hello. I mean, who am I kidding? I know, in your heart of hearts, this is what you want also, because I feel like this is the energy being directed for you. Okay, let's keep going. All right, let's move into the Knight of Cups. So I feel like this is when the person starts to take action. So I'm kind of curious here. And I just have to say, Pisces, I feel you all through your reading. All through your reading. This Knight is in movement. But it is like he's got to get through the Nine of Swords first. He's got to get through that energy. I know I say this in a lot of readings, but be careful of other people's opinions regarding your life. Because much like I feel this king had people, probably from his family, who loved the idea of him making this effort towards you. I feel like you may also have some people within your family. Of course, it can be like good friends or what have you, who may have the opposite opinion. And I feel like, I wish you could feel this energy, because if you could feel this energy and this is happening to you, when this comes in, you're going to feel it like I did. You're going to know it. If you stay out of your head, you're going to feel this energy. I think it's really important you stay out of your head. Matter of fact, I feel like if you claim this reading as yours, the next step that would best serve you is then to think about that fear and make a conscious decision if you're going to allow it in your life or you're going to let it go. I almost think it would serve you to think about this. Listen, even if you have no one coming back, you don't want to carry this forward. I just don't feel like there's a place for it anymore. So, taking a moment out, right? If I claim this reading, this energy is happening to me. I need to think about my fear, and because that is free will. So that can certainly determine the next steps, right? This energy we're feeling right now is about you being able to let that go, right? But that doesn't mean it won't be in your head. Just fight that instinct, and be careful of listening to other people. They can have your best interest at heart, but if you feel this within your intuition, please, 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 don't listen to anybody else. Okay, let's keep going. I like how your cards are all coming face up. We have the Eight of Cups. This is a card about desire. This is the card of dealing with our past, settling our past. This is about not bringing your past forward with you. It doesn't even matter what happened, right? Because, we all have tremendous stories about love and loss. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. This is about the energy I'm taking forward. Absolutely, this is about how it best serves me. Because, again, if I can have my cups in order, if I can put my past to bed and I can open up my heart without fear, my God, what a life you would live. Hello, Four of Wands. You guys know it's my favorite when it's, especially in love. Baby, this is a strong, beautiful connection. I often feel as this energy is just meant to be. It doesn't matter what we've been through. This is a forever commitment. This is two people who absolutely know how the other person feels. This is not even wondering, just knowing, feeling it. I'm not in my head here at all. I have allowed myself to feel the love of another, and that's good enough for me. walking away from my past. I have my cups in order, right? At least I've analyzed those cups to a point just enough. So I no longer carry fear, past relationships, past hurts into my future. Starting new here. The Five of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. So I definitely have independent energy again. Independent energy on both sides, which tells me that chances are here I'm reading for right now, you're not, let's put it this way, I don't feel like you're in a marriage, and I don't feel like they're in a marriage. I also feel that part of, I'm feeling this Nine of Pentacles as stepping stones, right? My own growth, feeling independent within myself, being able to take care of myself. And it's funny because I feel like for a few, why this is coming up is because of past energy. I feel like it goes way back though. You know, perhaps you were the child that, within the family that no one thought you would, I don't know, what's the way I'm trying to feel this. Sometimes we're forced to take care of ourselves. And we look at it as stress and what have you. We don't look at it as possibly this is a learning point in my life, a spiritual lesson. Time on my own is valuable. Time on their own is really what moved him into seeking this higher knowledge. I feel like time on your own was about building up, building up a career. And listen, you may have something within that career that's important, that helps others. And I don't mean that you have to be in social work or, a doctor or a nurse. I don't mean that. You could be. But there's something within your independence that needed to be, that you, listen, number one, I feel like it's a source of comfort for you. But this is about the bigger picture of it. But it feels like to me, and this happens all the time in my readings, I don't just get the breakup, I get why. What was the spiritual lesson within it? Your spiritual lesson, I feel, was to build up your self-confidence and your independence. Self-efficient. Yet there is something within what you do that serves others. Because I'm feeling it's important. Maybe you don't recognize that within yourself. This is how you gained your wisdom. This is one way to help rid yourself of fear of needing someone. So instead of feeling like I absolutely, okay, it's not about loving someone, it's about, okay, this is your lesson though. So it wasn't about learning to love someone, it was about learning, it's security within. I don't know. For a few of you, maybe you were in a relationship and maybe you were home, like taking care of children or something, and somehow you then ended up on your own, because it feels like, I end up on my own and oh my God, now I'm struggling. So part of that was to give you the security within yourself. Hmm. I also feel like for some of you within your career that you've been on a path of epiphanies, that you've had epiphany after epiphany after epiphany. If that's the case, I want you to know that, um, listen, this is spirit, that what you're doing is really good for mankind. Don't think about like I'm changing the whole world. Don't think like that when I say mankind. It's your energy. Okay, let's keep going. I'm not really feeling anything after that. I have 7 of Wands. I have 6 of Pentacles. And I'm looking at the 9 of Swords, by the way. And I have the Tower. The Tower. The Tower is universal energy, right? The Tower is an ending to something within our lives that, for whatever the reasons, was no longer serving the purpose at this time, at the time that the Tower fell. It's sitting on 9 of Swords, so I feel like this is something I'm worried about again. So, again, that energy of something coming in, somewhat unexpected, and the fear lies on in the reverse. Will this unexpectedly crash to the ground again? I love that the 6 of Pentacles is in between because I feel like the 6 of Pentacles is about finding the balance within the understanding over. When the Tower comes in, I feel like once time is removed a little bit, we can look back and we can see exactly why that Tower came in. What was it trying to move us from? What is it we had to learn? I feel like the Tower always has a life lesson attached to it, and one that you can figure out pretty easily if you're willing. But I also feel like the Tower also always has a blessing. Yet here is where your fear is coming from. So this kind of tells me something must have happened pretty quickly, pretty unexpectedly. We can say unexpectedly, but our intuition probably knew, right? But our mind didn't want to face it, that kind of thing. I feel like there is a real balance over this now. I feel also that you may have you may have been the one who was more giving. Well, Pisces, hello, more giving, more loving, um, more wanting something to last. Also feeling a little bit out of control because of the way something ended. And, even if something ended 10 years ago, you're still feeling that. I don't know that you're carrying it around, but I bet that's what you thought of when I said about this person coming back, the Tower. I do feel the energy here where you were probably just more caring. I feel like the love was there. I feel like the love was there, just maybe stupid things done more by them. But this is showing me that, if you were more giving, that this person is prepared. This person is prepared to come in with 100%. Have the Seven of Cups. I do feel like there was possible jealousy before. Probably both of you, to be honest. I don't feel like it was just you jealous of them. I feel like it was a back and forth kind of thing. Look at that, the Nine of Swords again. So yeah, jealousy seems to be like one of the main concerns. This person, may have cheated in the past. If they did, you already know this. I'm not, this isn't anything new. This is just energy I'm still hanging on to. Yet I feel it both ways. And I have the Prince of Swords. Okay, here's probably the best advice that I could give you, because I do believe this person. I do believe you. It's not about who I believe or not, I guess. It's more in, I know people change. I know it. I see it all the time, especially in this type of industry. Listen, I get to know people on their deepest levels. So I know people change, men and women. Somebody just wants to have that communication. Someone just wants to have that talk. Pisces, I just don't think they're going to take no for an answer. And I mean that in the best of ways. Look at that, the Princess of Pentacles. I feel like the Princess of Pentacles is coming up saying, this is a teachable moment. This is a learning lesson. This is tremendous growth with this, by the way, too. She's attached right to that Nine of Swords, so there's something within my worry I can look at and I can learn from. And I can move out of it. And listen, if you're in, your head's in that, I don't trust anybody, this and that, and you think you can't be moved out of it, hang on. Because I absolutely feel like not only can you, but you will be. I do feel like you do have to put a little bit of effort in. Again, maybe just looking back at the last tower moment, a learning lesson in there. Again, a learning lesson. I have the Alchemist. Wow, the Magician. And I have Strength. Again, card of Leo. So we had Leo come up a few times. I'm trying to think when I did Leo, if Pisces came up. I don't know. I'm sorry. Though, if you're interested in Leo, I would definitely check out their video. Because there's something I kind of feel like you did come up in their reading. But truthfully, mentally, I can't remember. Intuitively, I feel like it did. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Strength card here, this is the ability to overcome. This is the ability to overcome past fears. This is the ability to overcome things that would hold me down before. Pisces, you're being lifted. No wonder I heard that song, Josh Grope, and I raise you up. I know that's off key. I raise you up. So I'm not going to sing it. And I don't even know if this has anything to do with what we're talking about, but I feel another energy here is, again, this learning process. Um, I do think it's a good idea that you look at that last tower moment. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, much like I felt like the King of Pentacles is manifesting, you are too. You are too. And it's about manifesting with a clear head, with an open heart. We get so fearful, right? But the truth of the matter is, we are just not here in the 3D world that long, where we should be allowing anything to put all these extra stepping stones in our way. However, if we already did, this is the ability to see that. This is the ability to have clarity over it. And Pisces, this is the ability to manifest life the way you want it, right? But first, it's clarity. Clarity first. And I feel like clarity first because you don't want to manifest out of fear. Not just love, by the way. I'm not just talking about love. I'm talking about your life. Manifesting life the way that perhaps you pictured in your mind. Giving up, where things have to be exactly like you think in your mind. Go ahead, put that energy out there, but then be open to the way the universe brings it back to you. Some of you, it is within this person, and it is a surprise. And you thought it was done, over, right? But there's no way this person has not been in your head either. Here's the affinity sign right next to each other. Both of them. As above, so below. As above, so below. Higher self. Give me the ability to then manifest the type of life I want. This is about overcoming the past, overcoming whatever it is you need to overcome, right? This is about an inner strength, an inner ability to take that strength and move yourself out of any situation. This is energy of really, it's like knowing your spiritual self, knowing that spiritual warrior within you. As you get to know your spirit warrior, um, you won't live a life of fear. You just won't. I'm not saying fear won't ever rise its ugly head. It will. But you won't allow yourself to sit in it. You just can't. You're understanding life on a spiritual level, right? And the purpose is not just about me, it's about all my brothers and sisters. As I work on my own energy, I help heal the world. So we can look at this in two parts. Yes, one is about the love of another person. But second, it's about the love you give to the world. You can only give that to the world if you've learned to love and accept yourself, even your fears, right? Learning it, accepting what was. But with the alchemist, I feel like that's where we stop. That's where, we don't go further than that. And I feel like this is in all aspects of your life. I definitely feel like it's financial, definitely regarding love. I'm looking at the alchemist and the page, or I'm sorry, the Princess of Pentacles next to each other. And the page, oh, I'm sorry, why do I keep saying page? She, that energy is about seeking knowledge, right? Learning 3D world and how to operate out of it to our highest ability. Even because I feel like someone's trying to manifest a boat. And I do think that will be. But that's what I mean. It's not just about love, it's everything. All right, let's keep going. I'm going to leave these out though. And your last card's the Six of Swords, and I kind of love that right now because the Six of Swords is about moving on, moving up, moving out of a mental time, right? A struggle. Doesn't mean that all that energy is gone. We may still carry it, but we're willing to push through it. We're willing to push through it for the chance of a better life. Um, it literally is like being able to put our demons to bed. I have the Death card of Scorpio, and I have the Seven of Pentacles. As signs go, we've had everybody here. We've had every sign on the table. And I'm saying that because I'm looking at the Death card, which again is the card of Scorpio. It's like birth and death. I'm also feeling the energy of birth, death, reincarnation. Birth, death, reincarnation. And I'm saying that because I'm feeling the hidden wisdom, the hidden knowledge that that may not have arisen to the surface. This is something you have to seek. This is about past lives. Certainly could be past life energy, especially the way I feel the king was so sure, so sure. Why they sure? It's through the spirituality, and it is through the growth. And again, I feel like this person, you wouldn't have called them spiritual before. Now you will. It is kind of like that seed of intention, right? And this person knowing that you are their seed of intention, you are what they're manifesting. But again, it's not just about that. There's something that you got to let go of. There's definitely something that you had to overcome or still need to overcome. It's funny because right this second, I don't know why, but I'm thinking about the Twin Towers in New York City and 9/11. So for some of you who I felt a husband or wife earlier. I still kind of feel it though. You know, it's like an underlying energy. I just know it's like they're just hanging out watching the reading. You may have lost them in 9/11, but here's their message. You will see them again. Clear as day. You will see them again. I mean, no second guessing it. I just know it. You know, it's funny because I feel like my son is here also telling me to absorb that message myself. We will see each other again. You will see each other again. And it's like you will have another life together. You will reincarnate together. But that's for another lifetime. It's only just that's for another lifetime to talk. You know, this is about this lifetime. Listen, if you're someone who lost a loved one in 9/11, and I guess it doesn't have to be a husband or wife, but their energy is here to really open you up to the possibilities. You know, it's kind of like they're saying, stop putting limitations on yourself. You know, don't think that you're hurting them by loving again. It's the opposite. They love you so much that they can't imagine you not having love here and now. And their message is the two of you will be back together again, even to the point where you may reincarnate together again. I'm going to leave that go. Um, but boy, I hope if I'm speaking to you, I hope you feel it. I hope you can feel them. If they can sit with me, they certainly sit with you. All right, I'm going to pick this up. And you know what I feel like doing, Pisces? I don't know how, let me see how long your reading is so far. All right, wow, we're an hour and a half already. But I feel like I need to bring out another deck too. Don't ask me why. I'm just going by what I feel. I was going to pick these up, but I think I'm going to leave them. I'm going to bring out the Cosmic Tarot. Aries. Aries. And that's it. Just the word Aries keeps coming to me. Aries, like I have to say it. So I'm going to say it. Aries. Actually, I'm going to pull these up. Do one more shuffle. I have the Five of Cups. Look at that. I have the Princess of Cups again. Hello. Yeah, someone concentrating on the past, someone concentrating on someone they miss. This definitely feels like a new opportunity, though, right? I have to believe it. I have to feel it. I have to allow myself to feel it. That's the main thing. If I allow myself to feel it, then I'm going to believe it. I feel like this is, again, more their energy. Probably both. Pisces, I feel like it's right behind you. It's so weird. The other deck did the same thing with me. Let's see. All right, I have the Two of Pentacles. I have the Two of Wands. I have the Three of Wands, which is really the best advice, especially I love that we went from the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands. We have the Two of Wands in the last part of the reading. This is showing me the moving on. This is showing me the optimism. And then we have the Hermit, card of Virgo. But listen, I feel like it is, again, through Hermit mode, through seeking spirituality, seeking spiritual answers, receiving them. This is what gives you that sense of optimism. But, you know, you're seeking it. This is showing me energy from the past. This is why I did a second reading, because I was hoping something new came up, but it's not. So we got to go with it, right? This is just what your message is meant to be this month, and it's very clear that it wanted to come out. Two Pentacles here. It's definitely showing me this is happening in your 3D. So, if this is twin flame energy, even soulmate, we can connect spiritually, right? If we've worked on that on that aspect. When there's a lot of fear and doubt and what have you, it's like turning on a radio station and getting static. This is about things literally coming to your 3D world. Many talk about the event that's happening. It's already started. The energy waves have already come in. And it is like it's moving us from this, fearful human into our true spirituality. As above, so below. All right, so we're just going to I'm going to use the same deck, and we're going to just take a couple cards on the top row and then the bottom row. I have the Hangman. That makes sense, right? This is seeking wisdom. This is seeking wisdom within our 3D world. This is, a lot of people think a hangman is fear. I don't think it's fear at all. I feel like it's seeking clarity, and it's not that somebody's not willing to move forward. It is, I'm in a rush. No, that's not the right word. It's about finding your own serenity. It is about finding joy within yourself first. Where the hangman is at is on the Five of Cups. So it is trying to understand the energy of the past relating to love. And even trying to feel if this is the right way for me to move forward. You may be trying to feel this person within the spirituality. This is also showing me that there has been a time period in between the last tower, put it that way, and today. I have the Prince of Wands, Four of Wands, back again. Hello, the Chariot. Card of Cancer. It's a card of balance. It's funny, because the hangman here is actually doing a yoga pose. And I feel like they are directly related because I feel like it is through this clarity that this chariot move within your life. It's the balance of yin and yang, right? Masculine and feminine. It's working together in harmony for a greater purpose. Lots of joy within that. You know, Pisces, I feel like the last step is you or they, because remember, again, things can be reversed, but I feel like the last step before we have a true connection, no, that's not the right word because the connection's already there, that was always there and always will be. What's the word? Before I have true understanding. I have to look at this. Oh, I don't really like you analyzing your past, but there is a need here. There just is a need because once you do that, it's moving you right back into the connection, but it's moving you in a balanced state. Same energy. Four of Wands, that beautiful connection. You know, I feel like the Four of Wands is a connection beyond marriage, It's like I can't even put a title on it, so to speak, but to get there, and come out with my best results, so to speak, a little bit of reflection. Okay, let's go to the bottom row. And for some of you, this chariot, I'm looking at the hangman where, we're kind of in a standstill mode. And the chariot, I don't know, for some of you, I feel like this is about a Cancer for you. Like I am feeling the energy of Cancer. That is Six of Pentacles again. And I love it's coming right after the chariot. Balance, baby, balance. Equal give and take. Giving and receiving without thinking about it. Just comes naturally. Hello. Ten of Pentacles. Such beautiful cards surrounding this energy. That's feeling super secure. That's knowing you have enough. Can you get rich off that? Sure. But it's not even about so much the money. It's more about the stability. Stability, right? Seeking it, receiving it. Stability comes through the equal give and take. I'm saying equal give and take, but I want you to remember one thing. Sometimes when, it's kind of the energy, if one is down, the other is there to help pick you up, pick them up. Equally balanced. I don't know, it just feels really, really good. I also feel for some of you, this is about, earning your own money, and it just feels like it's important. I have the Five of Pentacles. Again, independent energy, together. Independent, together. I have the Two of Swords. Hello, lovers. Card of Gemini. And we had a card fly. Let me grab that. I have the Magician again. I don't know. Maybe I didn't even need to do the second spread because it's just reiterating everything we just went through. What I'm feeling here is somebody having the energy within them of being the wounded warrior, right? Being like, I'm wounded. And I feel like the Two of Swords is popping up now because this feels like coming together, right? So this is like, it's almost like it's showing us the coming together. How? The Magician. You know, you both have it. Or I should say, you all have it. I just want you to look at that. Because that image you see is exactly what I'm feeling. And this might be why I get so, what's the word? Well, into your reading, but why I may push for you to reflect, to look back, to clear energy, because this is what I'm seeing. This was the perfect card to come out. Just want you to look at that. And then I want you to put yourself in that picture. You know, the lovers, the meaning of the lovers can certainly be a head over heart decision, right? And with the Two of Swords here, could certainly be that energy. But this is about, this is intuitive. This is spiritual. Sure, we need logic. But again, I just want you to look at that picture. We have the full moon coming up in Taurus, I believe. So that is going to require clarity, stability. It's going to ask that of us. And I don't know why I'm talking about the full moon, other than maybe the full moon, the energy of it is helping in some way. Let's find out. I have the Princess of Pentacles, and I have the Seven of Wands. You know, Pisces, what I'm feeling is what you're learning, and you know, what we're all learning. Because it does feel like step by step I'm learning, but as I learn, I expand. Then I move forward, I learn, I expand more. I feel like there's someone out there who says, no one listens to me. No one gets me. Nobody understands my struggle. But I do. So does the universe. It's like we're directly connected to heaven right now. I feel like whatever you're seeking this month, you shall find. Whatever knowledge you need seems to be in some way, somehow put in place for you. This can be changing your path. And the reason I'm saying that is it's like the right this moment I'm being taken back to when I started this journey. Not what I thought. I didn't think I'd be doing this. You know what I mean? Like I was completely in the 3D world. Didn't really even feel there was a connection. Didn't even worry about it, so to speak. But it's once, well, when I lost my mother and then my brother. And then, when I lost my brother, that really it put me on a path of knowledge. I could not get enough. I was seeking, seeking, seeking. None of it felt like it was coming from me. I'm just being honest. It's like, I'm telling you, like, I would go to the library and every other day I was taking out 3, 4 books and I would read them, all about spirituality. I felt like when I was in the library that I was being directed to the right books. Now, I want to remind you again, I wasn't really based on spirituality at that point in my life. But something within me knew there was a purpose to this. This knowledge seeking went on for a good year where I read and I read and I read. Not just read, but I started seeking and I looked for more and more people to help me. I wanted to hear their point of view. And then I'd hear somebody else's point of view. I'd hear enough people where then I could come to a happy conclusion on my own. I allowed myself to be open up spiritually. Just for somebody, this is what you're going through. This is where you're going. I don't think it's not for great purpose. I mean, I look at my life today, and it's not that my life wasn't happy back then. It was just completely different. Completely different. Back then I felt blessed because I did make good money. Today I feel blessed for you. So money isn't really even part of the equation, though I need money to live like everyone, but it is not my goal. My goal is to bring you clarity. My goal, I didn't even know what my goal was, but my goal is just allow myself to feel your love and to help you feel loved. I'm here today because I did not say no to the experience, though everything inside of me, it just felt foreign. Once I started going with it, I just got it. And I don't know, I'm telling you this because somebody needs to hear it. It's through the spirituality that there is tremendous growth here, especially in the magician and the hermit, right? Because in the hermit, you're going in, you're seeking wisdom, you're seeking spiritual help, you're asking questions, you're asking the tough spiritual questions. The magician, on top of that, you're receiving that, but you're receiving it because you're meant to. Just allow yourself, like, try to just let go of expectations. I feel like this is the time period, and I was going to say October, but it's kind of like it doesn't even matter what the date is, what time it is. None of that even matters. The present moment. Being aware of the present moment, the energies that you feel, the spiritual downloads, and then being proactive. Wow. I wish you could feel how I felt during the time, because it was a state of confusion, but it was a state of beauty. It was a state of sadness because I had just lost my brother. And what a story behind that, but I won't go into it now. It was, it truly was one of the hardest times in my life. Um, well, so I thought. Okay, let's do final clarification. See if anything else wants to come out. At the Six of Cups. You know what I love about your reading too is it's showing me that when we let the fear go, I mean, truly, truly let the fear go. When we, it's funny because I have learned to forgive everyone, and almost instantly. It's just something I have learned through my spiritual growth. People have hurt me. I'm sure I've hurt people. But the people who have hurt me, I'm able to see beyond, like, I'm able to see on a deeper level of why their fear and how it then comes at you. There's something within it that allows me then to forgive. I have exes in my life who have hurt me. I mean, truly, truly have hurt me. I've forgiven, and some of them are friends right now. I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to keep talking about it, but I think someone just needs to hear that. Look at that. We have the King of Pentacles finishing this reading, and one card flew. Let me grab it. The Empress. Well, that is the perfect energy. The most loving, right? But there is nothing weak about her love. There's nothing weak within the Empress. How does the Empress get to this point? The Empress doesn't have an easy life, didn't have an easy path, right? But what the Empress does is takes on these life lessons, absorbs them, and they become wisdom, strength. Able to, I kind of feel like even looking at someone, just like I was talking about, sometimes I should wait until my cards will turn around before I talk, and be able to feel the underlying reasons why someone does what they do, why someone did what they did, because I don't feel like it's happening again. And then the Empress is the most loving, nurturing herself first, and then the rest of the world. Many people say, well, how can you just be the Empress? You're not just the Empress. I think of the Empress, I think of everything you have to go through, right? The ups and the downs, the good and the bad. And the Empress doesn't run from it. Strength, a strength within. Remembering, like the spirit warrior, in the most beautiful ways, is now coming over this King of Pentacles, which was the opening of your reading. Could be Taurus too, because the Empress, I often feel, was like Aries and Taurus. But there's a lot of water in her too. Baby, it looks like even though the King of Pentacles opened this reading with wanting to manifest you back into their life, I feel like now we are equal. We're back on equal terms. We're balanced. There is a real balance here. This shows me the beauty of the possibility of this relationship. Six of Cups coming out earlier. I know for some of you, this is someone of your past. I often think of the Six of Cups that the memories I have are good memories. Doesn't mean there's not bad memories mixed in there, but it's like the good feelings rise into the surface and letting the negativity just kind of fly away. Especially with the Empress. It's like she trumps everything. Two people in the long run coming back together. Some of you, absolutely, it's new love. And those, I feel like, yeah, I guess you can't all blossom on a 9/11, but something, it does feel something pretty tragic like that. But the one thing I know is you're still, you're still in that, I can't love someone else. And it's almost guilt. And I don't mean guilt as in I'm doing something, well, in your head, you may think you're doing something bad, but you're not. You're not, you're not, you're not. So I hope for you when this energy comes in, because it is, I mean, it's very clear to me. It is. I hope you're able to allow it in, allow it into your heart. Remember, you always have the option of saying no. I feel like she just tugged at her earlobe, like, like bewitched, like, manifesting. I don't know. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I feel bad that it's really talking about specific love stories, but I can't control it. I should stop saying I can't control it. I don't want to control it. These are the messages that want to come out today. And listen, if it doesn't resonate with you, you don't have to give a thumbs down because the reading doesn't resonate with you. Just, watch your moon, watch your rising. Okay. Um, yeah, I know this is for specific people, but your message may still be in here. Okay. I don't know why I'm trying to justify it. I love you guys so much. Thank you for your ongoing patience. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. I am going to work my hardest to make sure they're not late anymore. And I know I don't have to do that, but I want to do that. I want to do that for you. You give me so much, and I just want to give back to you. I love it. I love it. And I love you guys. I'll see you soon, okay? All right. Bye bye.